This is Dog Pack 404. You guys told me, hey, Gotti, man, you gotta react to this. It's more about MrBeast's. Now, this video is approximately an hour long. Chad, I ain't gonna hold y'all up like this. We gonna get to the gist of it and get to it, man. This is really unfolding to be more of a spectacle than what I expected to be. But I can only imagine with somebody who is as big as MrBeast is, with the brand, with the following he has, I can only imagine that he done some things, said some things that, as a leader, was displeasing to people who was following him. So we're gonna jump right into the video, man. Y'all got any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll try to answer some things too.
Jake Weddle, most people who, if you know me from MrBeast, I'm a deep cut. I'm in a few of the videos.
Hold on, let me make sure this is turned up, Chad.
Purposefully kept to the shadows a little bit.
I don't think this is loud enough. Give me a second here.
But I've been in some videos. I've worked on a lot of them. I was there from 2019 to 2020,
This
2021.
is like 4 or 5 years
I was
ago.
there when they were authentic, and then I saw the transition to what I feel like is a company. He's like a TV show now. It went from YouTuber guy with a camera to Amazon. The culture around there was very unspoken, but there was a vibe. There was half the people who, if you made Jimmy happy, you were on the good half, and people got random bonuses.
That's typical in a job. You appease the boss.
Moved up, had more screen time, and then there was people who, if you had a disagreement or butt heads with Jimmy, or just you didn't like it,
right? You're a troublemaker. Get up out of here.
And I consistently was in the half that Jimmy doesn't like me. That's fine. I don't like him either. It's okay. Oh, that feels so good to say. I don't like Jimmy. I hate you so much. He didn't.
Of course you don't like him. You're doing this video. You want to be him.
More popular or have more of a way out necessarily. Like, oh, I'm doing my Twitch thing on the side. Don't do that because you could get famous and leave and talk about me negatively. And
that's exactly what people are doing, by the way.
Yes men were, doing well, and I was, disgruntled for quite some time. So I've talked to reporters, right, like publicly, and I've always had to choose my words very, very carefully.
Right, you can't dog your job.
I don't want to say anything I don't stand behind, obviously. So I used to talk to people. I used to glaze Jimmy publicly for things I do genuinely think are true. But then it's like, well, how come we didn't talk about the working conditions? Well,
Glaze is insane.
I didn't want to, speak ill of YouTube's golden boy, and then I'm blacklisted forever. I tell people I was talking to you, and they go, "Don't, what are you doing? You're going to kill your career." It's like, I have to, or I'll be sad. If this is the moment, we're going to talk about it. So, as far as that, that's my covering of the why we didn't talk about XYZ sooner, but now you know.
What would you say is the fakest video that you worked on while you were there?
Fakest video that I worked on while I was there. This is the extent of the fakeness that I was involved to. This is admitting to my complicity. I was a writer there, and we were working on a video, crushing my friend's car with a rock or meteor or something. It was a rock or meteor in the title of it. I can't remember, but he wanted to do a prank where, unbeknownst to the person, he takes a rock, crushes their car, and they're supposed to think a rock came out of space.
We're gonna take a meteor and we're gonna put it on Weddle's car. We're gonna take another meteor and put it on Marcus's car. Both of them have no idea that we're doing this. Weddle and Marcus are probably shocked. They had no idea.
And so that was the one and only time I had to, my car? What?
Typically, at this day and age, reaction videos are fake. So, I mean, that's not a big deal.
You genuinely had no idea. But so Marcus is calling his mom, and his mom's freaking out. And I'm like, oh no, they're going to call my mom next. So I had to text my mom, who had to beg to get the title very quickly. Now I'm texting my mom, I go, Mom, I'm about to call you about the meteor thing. You have no idea? Be surprised. And then I hit send, and then they go, call your mom now. And I call my mom and I tell her, and oh, she should have got the Oscar. Oh my God, on the fly, she goes, what? I'm on vacation. Mom, my car has been destroyed.
Wait, what?
A meteor hit it.
Jacob, I'm on vacation. Do you understand?
So now what's the issue? So you do these things for these views, for somebody else's success, and now because this person is successful, you did what you got paid for. Now what's the issue?
Yeah, I did that video, and they're supposed to give me 10K to put a down payment on a new car, and they wanted me to get like a big flashy new car. 10K was supposed to be a down payment, and I can't afford a big flashy new car because I work at MrBeast. So I couldn't get anything I couldn't afford the taxes on. I couldn't get anything I couldn't afford the insurance on. So I do my part of the video, and I get a mom van that I could afford. And Jimmy was like, why didn't you get a cooler car? I was like, I can't afford that, bro. Come on, what are you talking about? If I was working on a TV show in the 90s on a show that was a quarter as successful, I could retire today. But now I make dog shit pay, making gajillionaires more money. And I
See,
walked
so much
into
hate
the
and
writer's
envy in his
room.
voice, bro. I just couldn't take that
And
stuff
that's one of the
serious.
reasons why I left. Was because I just walked in there.
No.
and
You went in there and you
asked for
learned the game
not
from them,
necessarily
and you said, okay,
a
look, I can do this
gajillion
myself and
but
make myself this
maybe
money.
A salary that was more proportional to the work I was doing, given how much revenue that work was doing. And then, I talked about that, and I talked about the Writers Guild and how this is what the Writers Guild industry standard is for the streaming internet content with ads. I thought that was the closest thing to YouTube, and I didn't even bring up residuals because, oh my God, if I got residuals for
Yeah, I hear all the
every
things
video I
he's
worked on,
saying. Listen, this is what people
boy,
get
hell
paid
yeah, I
for to
could
do what I
retire,
do.
but,
That's why, I mean, typically,
yeah,
this is
I
real
think
life.
the other
Like,
thing I talked
you
about
go to a
was
job,
the
you do
other
your work
writer,
there, you say, listen, I can get paid
older
more if I
comic,
go do this somewhere else.
black
or I
guy,
go do
he
this
had a
myself.
kid, and I got paid more than him, and I thought that was wild because he was older than me, had a child, we're doing the exact same job, and I'm some 20-year-old fucking white guy, why am I getting paid more than him? I brought that up.
Now it's an
And,
issue after the fact. It wasn't an issue
One of
during
the
the
things
fact.
I didn't like about the way some of the V stuff
He
should
brought it
go
up. No, he didn't.
was
He capping.
I feel really guilty about the way this shook out. I was talking to this other writer, it's fucked up, that's how the pay is, and I want you to get paid more, because you deserve to get paid more.
Nobody
I'm
on
not
God's green
cheap.
earth ever said that.
you
Bro, I want you to
want
give.
more.
I want you to make
You
more
think
than me.
that's what
You
you want
deserve
more
it.
about. You
Nobody
just-
says that.
I like my job. I like because when you grow up with nothing. Not to say that he did, but I know I did. You get a little something. You don't want to lose it, so you want to rock the boat. But he said, "Hey man, if that's how you feel, if that's I trust you." He stood with me. He went to that meeting with me, and I said my piece, and he backed me up. I said, "I need XYZ, or I'm out of here." And they said, "Bet." And they gave me a severance check the next day, and they gave him a severance check the next day. And if I knew he was
Check.
going to
Come
lose
on,
his
man.
job too, I wouldn't have done it.
What did you think was gonna happen? You went to your boss and said, "Bro, I should make
I
more."
was over the moon. I was like, "You're gonna give me a check and I get to leave?" I don't get to deal with the how many Orbeez can I fit up my asshole every day? And I get to go home and you're gonna pay me to leave. I was over the moon, and he was devastated. He
Right?
did not want. I said he's wanting to be in the room,
Because he wasn't done learning.
And I really regret that.
No, you don't. Because
But,
it took you
dude,
so long to
he's
come out about it. If you
still
really
fine. We're
regret
still
it, bro,
good
you would have blasted him as soon as it
Still good.
happened.
Yeah, he's doing good. He's a good guy. I love that guy. He's doing good.
But y'all not friends.
Yeah.
Y'all don't talk. Okay, cool. You
Feel
good?
better?
Honestly, best thing I could have done for him. Now that he's very, very far removed from all this crazy shit, I guess.
Do you think Jimmy really enjoys doing good and helping people?
I think Jimmy wants to be the best YouTuber. I think he is laser focused on one goal.
So now
And
y'all
I
talking
think
for him. Okay, cool.
Whatever he has to do to achieve that goal, he'll do. And I
But it
think
wasn't him
was the smartest
consulting with you
decision for
directly.
him
It was
that
it
he
was
calculated because he's very
the
good with
business
numbers.
talking to me. I need you to do it. You could decline any time.
If I donate to charity, people can't say I'm shitty.
Typically,
if
streamers
I
donate to
if
charity.
I give this homeless guy
charity before,
10K,
too. I've ran
What do you mean I'm a
charity
bad guy?
streams that
But I've
I
always
donated to.
if you're gonna do something
Knowing,
nice for somebody,
look, with the money in my account,
and you
saying,
stick
listen,
a
I need
camera
this
in
money,
their
but I
face
still
while you
gave
do
it to
it.
charity. I don't think he
you
did
didn't
that.
do
You
a
gotta
nice
kind
thing
of your
for
heart.
somebody.
You want to
gained
help
something.
somebody.
There was a homeless guy on
You
the
gotta
street,
put positive
and you
things
saw an
out here in the world.
opportunity
Good karma.
for yourself and your image, and you gave one guy $10,000 who needed it to eat, and now the revenue you generated from that video is way more than what you gave.
That's a part of the
I
game.
think when
bro.
he's generous on camera, it's the least authentic
You make
thing in the
billion.
world.
Hey, Chad.
There-
you
there's
make
an
$1 billion
element
for a
of,
corporation. They give you a pizza
hey,
party,
you're
so I don't want
crying.
to hear
That's
that.
so good for camera. I'm so glad he's. If you're crying because you're so thankful that you got XYZ, and then you go, I'm so glad he needed it that bad, so I could come in and can you cry more? Oh, it's so good for the camera if you could. It made me uncomfortable that I was working there.
No, it didn't, bro.
And
Bro, Chad, this
I
is a
didn't
whole
like
crock
it,
of nothing.
and I vocalized it sometimes, and I think that's why I wasn't on camera as much as they said I was going to be. I was told at one point that I was going to be like fourth banana, it was going to be Jimmy, Chris, Chandler, me, and then that never happened. I remember talking about that, like, hey, I thought my contract said XYZ. And then I got the severance checks. So, whatever, all that regard.
So after your severance checks, how was your relationship with the company? I know you appeared in videos after that, right?
Right. So in videos where I was appearing in later, that's why you keep nice publicly.
Exactly.
If you're nice in public, hey, Jake was nice in public. Let's have him back for something. Yeah, sure. So I was hoping they call back.
So even after he said all that stuff, he was so upset for the person who went. He went back and still worked for them. Come on,
3
Chad.
days at a maximum security prison. If I did do mini challenges in that, I got paid. I was clocked in with a rate, and I would get paid and compensated for those. But there was one video I was in. I got paid a lot for, but it didn't come out. It didn't come out because it didn't go well. There was a video that came out probably like a year ago, something like that. It got a lot of hot water when it came out. It was the like surviving like $10,000 every day you survive in solitary, or surviving solitary for whatever. It was one of those solitary confinement videos that got a lot of media attention because everybody saw the premise and thought, what? You shouldn't do that. And people don't know that was the second attempt. The first attempt was on me.
Chad, I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. This seems more like it disingenuous. I'm hating on him, and now I'm getting paid enough to hate him. I'm doing my own thing, so now I want to turn back and take a crap on this company that really put me in the game. These are the same turns he gave us about how he got the severance check and how sad he was, but he went back and worked for him. I don't buy this.
A couple of YouTube companies after Beast, and I had a little bit of change in my pocket. The most change I had in my pocket ever. Small potatoes, compared to Beast bullshit. But I thought I had enough to move to New York or whatever. And I get a call from somebody over there, and they go, "Hey, they want you for a video." I was like, "Oh, amazing, great, cool, thank God."
Right,
so
forgot everything he just spoke
video?
about.
And they tell me the pitch. They try to make the pitch sound like it's going to be like a walk in the park. The pitch is 100 days in solitary confinement, but don't worry, like you only have to last like 30. We have like a video. They're pitching it like at first it's going to be like a luxury vacation. You're going to have like a hot tub and an ice cream machine, and like part of the video is going to be you deciding like what items am I going to get rid of today, and they like the choice. They were like, it's only going to be bad for me to last like 5 days tops when you have like nothing left. You're the first, it's going to be like a breeze for most of it. And by the end of it, after 30 days, you're going to get $300,000 because it's $10,000 a day. And I don't know, man. I grew up poor in North Carolina. I said, excuse me? I'll dance for you if you put that kind of money in my face, sure. They were like, you're going to be locked in this room, and we got to make sure you're on all the time. We're going to have cameras on you all the time, and you're perfect for this because you never shut the fuck up. On paper, I was like, okay, I can do this, and they always cut me out of the videos. They always, and I was, editors have told me that it's because you have too much of a personality.
Never.
And so with this video, I thought,
I can tell already he worried, bro.
It's a video they can't cut me out of. I'm the guy. And so I thought, well, if I have to do this, if I have to do solitary confinement in order to do the things I want to do, then I will do that. That I held my tongue and I swallowed my pride and I tried to do one.
You didn't swallow nothing, bro. 300K. I'm in that motherfucker with you. I'm in that mother bankhead bouncing. I'm playing fingers with myself. I'm throwing up, bro. 300K. Stop it.
Which that's probably not good. The smell of fresh paint in your surroundings for the next XYZ time. It looked good on the visual. It looks good on camera. It's movie magic bullshit. It was a terrible facility. I mean, it was in one of the studios. They had to get a separate tank for septic stuff. Yeah, there was a hot tub in it. Yeah, there was an ice cream machine. Things were cool and funny on paper, but when you think about stuff, a hot tub if not connected to a filtration system, give it 3 days, it's gonna stink. If there's not a hot water mechanism, so the hot tub was a lukewarm tub at best, which was a silly complaint, but the shower was
a silly complaint.
Cold, and you're taking a quick shower, and I had cameras 24/7 on me, and the ice cream machine, let's talk about that for a second. The ice cream machine has 2 modes, on, and off, reeking of smelly dairy mildew, so I got to choose which sense was assaulted at a time. I couldn't have all of them good. So the little things started to build up. There was the bug thing wasn't like terrible, but it was a factor. And like at first it was fine, you know, and you're playing it up like, cause you know it's a video, and it got to a point where like they weren't turning the lights off. You know, I asked them, I said, can we like have like nighttime hours? You know? And
No,
they
the
said
camera's gotta be on you.
because it would fuck up the time lapse shots. The time lapse of what? Me sleeping? Or me not sleeping? Yeah, I saw in other videos they did like, oh, you're gonna get XYZ hours of sunlight. Oh, great! Well, I don't know how they figured that one out. I didn't have it. You know, one of the things was you got to take away your clock, so you didn't know what time it was. Okay, I got no access to sun. I got no access to clock. I don't know, like.
The 300K would have
the
motivated
lights are
me
on
through
all the
that. Come
time.
on, Chad.
I wasn't sleeping. I could not sleep, and I have insomnia problems now. But they might have started there. I had good people looking out for me.
Did he get paid the 300K or not?
We gotta stop. So I just wanted to turn the lights off, and I'm vocalizing to people. I wish the lights would turn off, and I go up to my friend, my good friend, and I go. They're not turning the lights off. He goes, what? That's a war crime. We're not allowed to do that to terrorists.
Whatever, bro.
Oh, good. 24 hours breaking the Geneva Convention, I guess, is what we're doing. So, you know, they're giving me, you know, melatonin, you know.
Man, I'm throwing that pillow on my head and I'm laying down.
You know.
Get up out of here.
Jimmy would come in, like, every other day for, like, an hour, you know, to check in on me because he's doing other stuff. You know, I'm just the guy in the cage over here. He'll come back to me in a minute.
Why did it get to sound so bad? Because this is your perspective on something that you could have ended any time.
Over the phone, that would really piss me off. This is the note I got from the director, from Jimmy, when I'm receiving some cash. He said, Jimmy said, can you say to the camera how thankful you are that now you can pay back your student loans? You know how hard it was to do a take of that?
But you did it.
And pretend to make it genuine?
Bro, like, people pretend all the time at work. Bro,
I'm
I know when I was
asking
doing
you,
my
I'm
job,
gonna
I
ask you to
acted,
cage.
I pretended like I cared about what people had going on. That's a part of doing the
But
job,
Jimmy's
bro.
the guy
You did
with
it for the money,
So
not
what he
because of
says is,
Jimmy.
You want your student loans paid off? You just be in this cage. And you have power over people. When one person doesn't have resources and the other one does, and they hold it over your head, and you go, of course.
You do have something that's called dignity.
I need
You have
it, of
dignity.
course.
And anytime you got ready, you
You
could have.
something
I'm
about,
good,
like,
bro. I'm not a part of that. I'm fine. I'm
having
not
the
lying like
cameras
that. I
on
don't
me
have
all the
student
time.
loans. You could have said that.
Like I was,
Bro, you're
I
not
was-
cutting off the lights.
I was
I'm
not
outta
having
here.
a good time, but we were filming a video, so I was trying my best to be funny. You know, I'm a dark comic. You know, I got bits about. I had a very traumatic life. I have my dad is in jail for sexual assault of a minor. You know, so this kind of stuff is very near and dear to my
Everybody
heart.
got a
You know, fuck
backstory, bro. I
around
don't
with
care
shit.
about that.
Yeah, I have jokes about that in my act. You know, I joke about it because that's what you do in a traumatic experience. You know, abusive relationships. I get out of it. The first thing I do is I do a typing about it. You know, so I'm in this situation where my mental health is not good. My physical health is getting worse. But we're filming, so I'm doing bits. I'm talking to the camera. And I'm being, you know, like, hey, it's been a couple days, I'm not doing so hot, you know, which if I'm filming a video, that's what I should be doing for the camera, but it was too real.
Whatever, bro.
If
People
they're
go through
faking
stuff still wanna
videos,
work
why
every day. I
couldn't
don't
we fake
understand
this one? You know, if we're allowed to let these cast members have some time off of this difficult challenge, how come we couldn't turn the lights off? How come we couldn't maybe not have some time lapse footage for 10 seconds?
Why couldn't you stand on it? Why couldn't you be a man and say, you know what, bro, I'm out of here? Hey, baby. Here,
Did
turn
you
it down.
try to get out?
Daddy reacted to a
Yeah.
video. Go upstairs, get your headphones.
I was starting to calculate. I don't know if I can do 30. How much can I? Well, how can I manage to get out of here sooner, and still have a video and still have some cash and.
So now you say,
get
listen,
the
how can
flow,
I get
man.
off on y'all and get over on
I
y'all?
did- Since we're doing time lapse shots, and since they insisted on time lapse shots, I said, all right, we'll give you time lapse shots back. I put my YouTube on with the whiteboard they gave me. And I was like, all right, yeah, go ahead and scrub that footage. You know, you got that whiteboard. Oh no, either that goes in or this footage is unusable, and then, you know, James Warden came in and erased it, fucking, don't put that, don't, hey, we can torture him, don't you dare let him get a plug in there, so.
See what I'm saying? Look at the gain here.
Like, we were playing up the joke, it's like, I'm the boy in the cage, whatever. Like, I'll play into a joke, whatever, it's fine. It's just something weird about when Jimmy jokes. I have jokes about my dad because I love jokes with my dad. I'll joke with my dad all the time. That guy's a piece of shit. I hate my dad. I have friends that make fun of my dad. That's
The daddy
fine,
that broke him
because I
so
know
much
their intent, I know
emotional
where they're coming
trauma
from.
because he was
When
locked
Jimmy
up for
jokes with my
sexual
dad-
assault of minor. That's the one we're joking about? Okay, fine.
And I sometimes seem weird. I don't like it. We were doing that one of those hide and seek videos. Again, at the time they were a lot realer.
Go get your headphones.
So I got caught, and when you get caught, you go to the place where you get caught. And I don't know if there's footage of this. I don't know. I definitely didn't make the final cut. But he says to me, "All right, you're going to jail. Like your dad." And like, it's a joke. But when my friends do it, it's fine. And Jimmy just wasn't my friend.
But did
He's
you
my
say, hey,
boss.
bro, it's too far?
And that wasn't cool.
Did you establish
And
boundaries?
so now,
Or no, did you freaking laugh it
I'm
off and say,
locked in a
haha,
cage
good one,
at
Jimmy?
his whim. And I have to do things to get the cash I need to live.
You didn't have to do that. You could have went and
I
got
got
a regular
these
job like
cameras
everybody
on
else, bro.
And I was unwell. I had editors coming up to me saying, "You good, bud?"
And you
And
said,
was
yeah,
like,
I am.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You're clearly unwell. And he goes, well, because the footage you're sending in is haunting. Because I'm trying to be funny, but I am mentally decaying, so I'm doing bits. Someone said there is a horror cut of a video in this. And I'm sitting like, who's watching this? Like, who wants to see this? What is fun about this, the video? And so the thing that made me I gotta get out. I can't do another day in a year. Jimmy comes in and I'm asleep. I don't know what time it is. I don't know, it's like 2 or 3 or whatever. He's like, why is he sleeping? I don't know, because I can't sleep. And he comes in, he wakes me up. And he goes, ask me why I have 2 briefcases. And I'm like, why do you have 2 briefcases? And he goes, oh, because this one's for today, and this one's for the challenge. And I go, what's the challenge today? He goes, you're gonna run a marathon. You're gonna do the 22.6K, whatever it is. And you're gonna do it on that treadmill over there. The first challenge I did was a Rubik's Cube, and I'm dyslexic, I'm dumb, I don't know how to do a Rubik's Cube. So your first challenge, Rubik's Cube. I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. I was like, on camera, I don't want to do that. He goes,
Okay, so he stood on that.
Like, can you,
And they didn't force one
there was
nothing.
an element of, oh, Jake will do what we want because he's in house. That's one of the reasons why they got me. Jake's he's an inside guy, so he'll do whatever. We can push him a little extra hard because we know he's good. We know he's.
So you can say no to a Rubik's Cube, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But you can't say no to nothing
So,
else. It's just not making sense to me.
People who run marathons train forever, and it's still hard. Again, writer. Do I look like I run? I don't run. Let alone a marathon. Let alone have training for it. So I was in a sunlightless,
Chad, this is not making sense to me. So he did say no to something, but now he was.
Did you try to say no? Like, did you have a choice, or?
Based on the Rubik's Cube thing and based on all the other stuff, like there was so much pressure to just do it, just do the thing, And if I refuse, it's just, well, that's the whole video. I guess the budget's, so much money up in flames because Jake said he wouldn't want to do the thing. And so I wanted to be a good sport, and I wanted to.
So you want to be a good sport, so you did it anyway. No, that's the money motivated.
So I start running at 12.
I wanted the cash. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I was able to take some breaks, and I asked him, how long do I have? He goes, until I get back. And I'm running until 3 a.m. When I got off the treadmill, the blisters I had on my feet were like, you wouldn't believe, just all over, just these big red. I couldn't walk. My muscles were like just the lactic acid. I got off the treadmill, and then the people that came in to like ice my feet, make sure I was good. Then that's when I was like, I'm done. I can't. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. And that's when I get psych in, and I talk to the psych about how I'm Like I said, there was a lot of good people over there that was saying, you got to pull him out. Yeah, I had friends that did some freelance work.
So when he said he wanted out, they pulled him out.
Yeah, everybody
They
knows
just
you
never
over
made
there.
the decision
Everybody
for
loves
him.
you. You go,
He wanted
"Oh,
them to
Jake,
pull him
wow,
out
love
so
that
he
guy.
can have a
Shane,
case
what
and say,
happened
listen,
to
y'all
him?"
still owe me because I was still in.
Like I'm a ghost.
That was the name of the game he was
How much longer
playing.
are you guys going to keep me in here?
You signed up for
And the
30
guy goes,
days.
Realistically, like at least 7 more days? No.
Bro, I
I
would have
didn't
ate
leave
for
right away.
300K
They wanted to
chat.
make sure.
I'm
Yeah.
chewing up
Everything's
30
fine.
days of doing nothing. No kids,
So
no
it's,
TT, no
slept for a
daytime,
while.
no
They
browser.
turned the lights off.
Forget you guys, I'm chilling. Feet up.
And,
Oh, run a marathon,
they
I'm
brought-
fat.
they
I
brought
don't
in all
need
my
it.
friends.
Let
They
me
brought
chill.
them.
Give me the ice cream machine. Now he's sad about it. How much did they
They
pay
brought
him?
people like
Let's
that.
talk about that.
And Jimmy. Then everybody was around me making sure I was good, making sure I was okay. But Jimmy had his he was sitting in the chair turned around like an evil villain. Swear to God. Everyone was looking at me and he was like Lex Luthor over there. He turns
Lex
around,
Luthor.
he stands up. He does the exact same thing when he's pretending to have a human connection. You know when you're watching a video and he's like, oh, stop, you're gonna make me cry. And he like touches his eye or whatever as if he's crying. He's just I didn't have to pretend to do that shit. She says,
Well, it's not like you had it locked and loaded, bro. Like, it's not like you had a lot of practice.
rehearsed by his lawyers. Yeah, you know, your mental health's the most important thing. You know, just want to make sure you're okay. And the last thing we want you to do is. I can almost hear the word Sue come out of his mouth. The S. He just stopped right before it got out. I did not get the 300K.
You didn't last 30
But I
days.
got. He goes, think of it this way. At least you get to keep what you earned. You know, you were in there for XYZ days. You did XYZ challenges, so you got, you know,
What you earned, right?
100,000 some change, you know, give or take. You know how much money I spent in taxes in 2021? I spent $44,000 in taxes alone. And now I spent all that money on doing stand-up. I bought plane tickets to go do comedy festivals.
So he blew the money.
You know,
Is
my
what he's
family
saying.
back home, I gave them a bunch of stuff that they needed. And haven't been back on a Beast set in any official capacity or unofficial capacity since then. And then they did the video with somebody else, and they worked out the kinks. And then I'd still gotten some hot water, and I knew it would. And I've wanted to say a lot of this for a long, long, long time. And I feel good now.
All right, Chad, I'm gonna stop it there, cause that's about 30 minutes in, and I want you guys' opinion in the comments below. I
So I just wanna
am
hop in here and show some text messages, send
empathetic
me after
about
this
the
video.
situation. There's no way, there's no how, Chad, that I can come to y'all and I can say, listen, he only paid me for I signed up for 30 days, 300,000, that's 10,000 a day. I only did such dates, they only paid me this. Every challenge I finished, they paid me for the challenge, and I'm upset about that. Get on here and cry like, oh my God, I can't believe this, I can't believe this. Once you knew what it was, you signed up for it. When he said it was over, it was over. And I can't double back and act like that's the issue. The reason I ain't come on about this stuff and say these bad things before you, because I was hoping and praying that MrBeast's will come back in my life and bless me again like he did before. I'm extremely upset because I blew through that whole 100,000 and nothing came of it. I went to Comedy Fest, I told my jokes, they wasn't funny, and nothing came of it. So now I want to dog MrBeast's. Chad, this is the biggest issue about this MrBeast situation. We don't know if the situations are genuine or somebody else looking for clout. And it just looked at me like somebody else looking for clout. How can I remain relevant? How can I get my name back out here? Oh, remember me? Let me do this. Chad, let me know in the comments below. Do y'all agree or disagree? Am I being just a butt? I don't know. I'm posting it up on my page, man. Make sure y'all follow my YouTube if it's posted somewhere other than YouTube, man. Come on, y'all. Let's run it up. Oh my God, this is crazy, man. We react to another video when this get 10 likes. Something like 10 likes, because I enjoy doing the reaction videos. 10 likes, we'll do another one. Jesus.